You think forever? Are you engaged? Soon do you get engaged? Guess what? Tonight's tonight. Get up here, baby girl. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? I pull it out of the ketchup. Sorry. Are you avoidant or anything? You have secure attachment style? You're good? What about you? Are you totally fine? Really? 2 people. You wake up every day with thoughts in English? No fucking way. Get out of here. There's something weird going on. Do you kill cats? You kill cats? Come on. Nothing weird. Do you guys have money? You got a little bit of money. Yeah, you come. I'm comfortable. Comfortable is so offensive, just so you know. Oh, I'd rather you say you're filthy rich, because at least I can imagine you have an opioid problem. Comfortable is like this. You have your mom goes like this and has her little sweaters on. That's why you found love. You can find love if you're comfortable growing up, because it makes you secure, because you have the things. If you grow up like me, where you have no food, no nothing, you're weird. You get weird and somebody says, I love you, and you're like, you don't love me. I know a guy who, fucked a rabbit or something like that, You can't love me. I wasn't there, but he did it at a bonfire. I wasn't there, though. Anyway. Republicans are cleaner. But now they're getting autistic. Republicans are now autistic. Isn't that devastating? Doesn't that bum you guys out? That's sad. They used to be kind of cool. They used to be like Carhartt guys, and now they're, How about Trump's first order of business making there only be 2 genders? How was that? That was hilarious. What a funny thing to do for out the gate. Doesn't that feel like a little kid who's like, okay. I'm the king, and rule number 1 is only boys and girls forever. Not anybody else allowed. Doesn't it feel like that? Like the way, because if he had been like, no more gender, reforming surgery, no more, any of that, that would have been more like presidential, but he was just like, there's only 2 genders now. Doesn't it feel like a little kid? You know how little kids always go, let's pretend, and then they say whatever they want? My niece always said that. She's like, okay, let's pretend you're very poor and I have all the monies. I'm like, okay, let's next pretend that your dad didn't cheat on my sister. How about that? Let's do that next. The problem is, being a woman is so bad that seems like the only thing that makes it worth it is we have this thing that we can lord over men, that we can create fingernails and stuff in our... You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just a loud, annoying man. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just a man who's bleeding. I have this. You can put your penis in my blood hole sometimes, but that's all I do. That's all I can do. No, I have a hole for your penis. Put it in there. That's what I'm good for. No, your hand is tighter, true, but this one's in there. It's got hair on it. I got hair on it. No, it's right near my butthole where I poop. No, it's not better than another woman's mouth. It's my poop. It's right next to my poop hole. Why don't you like that? That's what I worry about, not having kids. That I'm just a hole next to a butthole. No, it's stinky sometimes. No, sometimes it stinks real bad. Put it in there. I have value. No, sometimes I get really mad a lot. Sometimes I get mad and I cry all the time. But I'm very important. That's fucked up. No, I think it's cool to not have kids. It's very cool. Because women are very, inherently... Oh, see? There she goes down. Whoa, right down, dude. That was sick to watch. You okay? That was awesome. That was cool as fuck. She fucking... I was watching her and then just... right down. She popped right back up. That was sick, dude. How did she get up so fast? The only way to do that is if there was a trampoline on the ground. There was no pause. What I saw was just... When people recover bathroom shit and then don't acknowledge it, it's my favorite thing ever. My favorite thing is jumping out and scaring people. There's 2 types of people that you can scare. There's the person that's gonna be like, Jesus Christ, and they get scared, and then they're like, you scared me, and then there's some people who like pretend that it didn't happen, like you jump out and they just do something small, they're just like, my all-time favorite thing in the whole world is just like, my mom will get scared, she like can't be vulnerable, so you'll like, she's going deaf so she gets scared easily, so you'll go behind her and she'll go like this, Jesus Christ, you're fatter than the last time I saw you. Or say something really cutting, like she'll be like, oh, I wish I hadn't had you, one child is enough.
I think you also, if you have neglectful parents, you develop mental illness. Do you have any mental illness, baby girl? Yeah, hardcore. Nice. What are you working with? PTSD. Complex PTSD that's called borderline, but we call it PTSD so people don't alienate us. Let's go! Dude, if you say you have borderline, it's worse than saying you have herpes, dude. You want to be fucking... Yeah, PTSD, I say the same thing. People are like, you were at war? I'm like, no, I just don't want you to leave. That's funny. That's just for you. Okay. Wow. Because it was my first camping trip. I was like, I'm going to get into the lake. Are you guys leaving because of the poop talk? No. You were going to the bathroom? The borderline girl was like, we have to go! Don't listen to him! What I have is PTSD! Okay. Alright. That's funny. You guys know what borderline is, right? You know what, any girl that you dated who said they were going to kill themselves if you left, that's borderline. It's just any girl who owns more than like 2 cats, borderline. Okay. Alright, great.
What do you got in there? Treats? What are they? No, I won't touch them. What is it? You just are going to keep that around all night and take it home and not touch it when you get home? You already touched a bunch of it and now you do. Can I feel the weight of it? It felt pretty hefty, dude. Wow. And what's going to happen? Are you going to, can I tell you what I did today? I have a, this is so embarrassing. I have like a thing that I have to lock my phone into so I don't text exes. And today I bought a Ritter Sports bar, like I don't know if that's what it's called, but the chocolate bar, and I ate a part of it, and then I locked it in there for 24 hours. I can't get it out. So smart. I'm going to break that thing when I get home, 100%. 100% smashing that thing on the ground. So you're going to take it home. About how long you think that's going to last you? It's not that great? Well, if you throw it, put it, it's over there. Somebody's going to take it. That's crazy. Masturbate to porn. I masturbate to one thing alone, and that's to the press conference where they threw a shoe at Bush. That was the hottest thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. They Google it. Google shoe at Bush, at George W. Bush. George W. Bush shoe. That's all you need to type in. They whip the shoe at him, and he slips it like a fucking boxer. Okay, and then. The goddamn security guard comes in. He's like, no, he runs in, and Bush goes like this, no, and makes him step back, and then he slips the other shoe. I masturbate to that twice a week, at least. Anyway.
So what if the guy threw a shoe at me?
I hate all the advice people give you after you go through a breakup. My therapist was like, you have to go on dates. And I was like, I thought this is a date. And he was like, stop saying that. My moms are so annoying. My one mom, my biological mom, was like, you don't need anybody, you should be alone, like me. You can be self-sufficient and live on a farm and grow everything you need. You do not need another human being. That is weakness. By the way, if you do not call me back, I will text all of your friends and call the cops if they do not respond. Dude, I was thinking about the health thing. You know what's crazy? This is too obscure. But I was talking to my Muslim friend, and he was saying that this world is just practice for the next world. Do you know that they feel that way? Isn't that crazy? This is not practice. That sucks. That sucks, dude. Then what is this world? And then I was watching my dog just was wagging her tail as soon as she saw me, and I was like, no, this is the best world. They wouldn't make dogs' tails wag, dude. We're not in like a video game where you have to like get through this one. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is as good as it gets. That's nuts. Why would they make the tail wag? Why would they make the little ears go back? Why? For what? There's nothing better than that, okay? Peanut butter? Fuck you. That's rules. Peanut butter rips, dude. Oatmeal? What are we doing?
Were you in a toxic relationship? Did you? What was toxic about it? Physically? Do you have his number? Are we doing block? No contact? Oh, you do? You have a child with a guy who hits things? Nice. You fucked up. So you just ended it. That's a divorce? How long were you together?
7 years.
Wow. Was it bad before? Did you get weird because his life was failing? What was it?
I set boundaries and he didn't like that.
What was the boundary?
He was injured himself and had to have a philosophy back.
Because of...
He wanted to do that all after.
Bro, you're telling me your husband of 7 years started chucking shit because you weren't pinching in his pipe? He was like, bitch, you will fuck me in my ass like a woman. You will be a good wife and you will fuck my little ass. Is he gay? Of course. Of course he's gay. And you have very short hair, right? Dude. You said I'm not gonna fuck you in the ass more because it's ripping your innards apart, and he was like, then I'll fucking rip your face off? That's crazy. Then I'm gonna endanger our children. How about that? Don't tell your kids that, ever. Don't ever tell your kids that. Bro, I don't know what, I would look in the mirror and be like, who am I? If my dad was like that, every day I'd be like, there's a piece of you in there. You know? Don't ever tell them that.
Why are you wearing masks? Are you immunocompromised? You should live in Austin. It's disgusting here. Why are you wearing masks? You have COVID? You're scared of it? I've had COVID 9 times. Probably have it right now, to be honest with you. Huh? Because of me? That makes sense. Do you always wear them in big groups now? Did you pick up on obsessive compulsive disorder during the pandemic? You don't go out. You stay in. You're ruining your life. What? Did the pandemic give you OCD?
Oh, I already have it.
You already had it, but it turned it up a notch. God, I'm so happy that I don't have cleanliness OCD. I fall asleep in my sneakers every night, dude. I swear to God, I'm so fucking gross. I'll eat anything off the ground. That is not the type of OCD I have. I do not care about germs. You can spit right in my mouth. People have spit in my mouth. People spit in my mouth. I don't mind any of that. What I mind is I worry that like okay, say you came up to me after the show and you were like, tonight I'm gonna cheat on my boyfriend. And then you were like, can I hit your vape? I wouldn't be able to share with you because I'd be worried that I'd be a cunt like you. You know what I mean? Not saying you're a cunt. Like, I got worried